everyone, and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, hello and welcome. So today is no surprise, but we are doing a full face of first impressions. So I have a couple of things from here and there as per usual. I have stuff by, I'm just looking down, W7, I have stuff by Sleek, Natasha Denona, I have stuff by Trixxie Cosmetics and a couple of other things. So I've already moisturized because my skin is so dry. Where I live in my flat, the whole building has no water, so I've not been able to kind of get ready to my best capacity, which is pretty horrible because I'm actually going out to meet one of my dear friends after me filming this. But I've already put on a moisturizer, so we're going to go on with a primer, and this is one that I've used before, but I've got a new sample of it, and it's the Charlotte Tilbury Wonder Glow. I might pick up a full size one day, and I mentioned this before, but when I when I look at things that I might want to buy on her website, like a primer is £40, and even with like a discount that I get from them, £40, I still feel like it's a lot of money. And basically you can always get samples of this, you can always get samples of like magic cream. And in one of my last get ready with me's, I actually showed in my full face of Charlotte Tilbury, I did a video where I showed them that box they sent me, that they kindly sent me. I was just so happy about it, but because I mentioned I'm part of their affiliate program, and they basically just kind of wanted some opinions, and they're like, oh, we'll send you some stuff. And then they sent me the biggest bottle you can for magic cream, and I was so happy because I love using it, but again, it's one of the more pricier ones. But even using this like primer, I love using it because I'm not the biggest fan of like glowing primers, but I feel like this one works so nicely on my skin, and it is very hydrating because I'm gonna try a new foundation, and I'm intrigued to see how it's going to work on something that I like using. So we're going on the other end of like the price spectrum, so we're going in with W7. This is the oh so sensitive foundation. So I actually picked this up in a beauty outlet recently, and I think this was about £4.99 or something. Yeah, so this is meant to be for sensitive skin, which is perfect because as someone who has rosacea, I love wearing makeup clearly, but I don't want my face to get aggravated, so I'm hoping this will work for me. This is in the shade Sand Beige. When I was at my local beauty outlet, the shade selection is not great, but I mean, it will do, and this is the lightest that I could find, so I'm hoping I'm not gonna look like an orange. So I'm gonna use one of my brushes, and I would have used a beauty sponge today, but like I mentioned, there's no water in my building, and I have a small bottle of water that I'm saving for like an emergency, not for anything. So otherwise I would have used a sponge, but we're gonna get this on. This is a really nice brush. The only problem that I have with it is that it does shed quite a bit, which I was quite surprised, a bit kind of shocked about, because Unicorn Cosmetics are a really great brand. Like, they do some really nice makeup, and of course their brushes are great, but I didn't think this was going to shed, and when it did, I was a bit like I mean, it wasn't anything too crazy, it was just a couple of bits here and there, but I was a bit like, that's a bit annoying. But yeah, getting on this foundation, it's a nice shade match. I guess it's not the deepest but it's not the lightest, so I'm going to kind of bring it down and just kind of make it blend in. I do have a concealer, so if it is too deep, then I'll kind of just like sort it out a bit. Okay, I apologise for the lighting. The sun is literally coming out this way, and it's been so gloomy this morning that I'm kind of like, I don't know what to do with my kind of positioning. But yeah, this foundation looks okay. Again, it's a little bit deep for me, but we're going to make it work because I'm going to go in with my e.l.f. concealer. So I've only used this once, but this is the Flawless Brightening Concealer, so I am obviously going to put this in the places that I want to brighten, which always ends up being my under my eyes, because we need that. And I might have brought out too much product, but that's fine. Just going to kind of put it a couple of places so it's not too crazy. Okay, we're not looking too bad, so let's go on to blush. So I actually had this cream blush for ages, but I just remembered that I had it. So this is the Sleek Feeling Flush Cream Blush Lip and Eye Tint in the shade Pretty in Plum. So this is going to be a much deeper shade than I'm used to, but I wanted to live a little and try something different because I've been really liking Sleek. Like, I've been picking up a couple of their products here and there, and I can say that I really enjoy using it. This is a different shape. Oh, they're normal, because normally all their stuff is in a rectangle, and now we're in a circle, so they're changing up things. Yeah, that's very deep. I'm going to go very light-handed because, well, I'm going to try to, if it picks up anything, and not look completely like an idiot. So it's kind of got a bit like a purplish red to it, if that makes any sense. So I'm just going to tap that in and make it work. Okay, that's nice. I mean, these are only about £4 or £5. Oh no, hang on. Well, I'd say it's, yeah, around £4 something. Not, I wouldn't say it's more than £5. And I think Sleek are a really nice, like, affordable brand. Like, they're not crazy expensive, and you can get them in Boots. And I don't know if they're in Superdrug. I don't think so, but Boots for sure. So let's go on to setting powder. I've used this before, but it's the Melt sheer finishing powder. I also have some new bits by Spectrum. So they've released a Nightmare Before Christmas collection, which is so much fun. I've only picked up one thing because basically they're on Beauty Bay now, and Beauty Bay have a big sale on, always have some kind of discount, and these were part of the discount. And this is actually the Sponge and Puff Trio. So it comes with 2 sponges, so you get one that's got Sally's design on it, which is super cute. I love her like dress kind of theme, and then we've just got a plain black one for Jack, which is really cute. And then you get the sponge as well, which is really nice, but again, I'm not going to use this today because of issues. So I'm going to go in with the Jack one, and I'm just going to use this to kind of lock everything in because yeah, I can already tell my face is starting to just, you know, melt off. Pardon the pun. But let me know if you guys have picked up any like Halloween themed stuff. Like I really want to pick up like the new Melt Cosmetics like Christmas Town collection that they've announced, but I don't know if I know I don't need it, but if I really want to get it, because I picked up some of their Halloween stuff. If you'd seen one of my previous Get Ready With Me's, I picked up the highlighter and the lipstick, and I really like them. I've been using the highlighter a lot, what I mean. But I mean, there's not much to say about this powder puff apart from it just being a nice powder puff. Like, I'm locking everything in, and this powder it's fine. I mentioned it in my first time I tried it, how expensive it is. Like, no powder should be this expensive. It's almost £40 on Beauty Bay, and I can't imagine you get a whole load of product in here. But I'm the idiot that bought it, so it's kind of my fault for not maybe waiting for a sale, but I get really kind of impatient with things that I want to use. But yeah, it's a nice powder. This is really nice as well. I mean, you can't really go wrong with a powder puff. The ones that I've used before, I've literally just gotten on, did I get them on Shein? Yeah, I got them on Shein for like a couple of pounds, and they work just as well. Okay, I literally cannot see myself in my phone, so I'm just going to continue, and I apologize for the lighting. The sun has decided to just come out of nowhere. So we're going to continue on the rest of the base, and we're going to go in with a bit of a bronzer and a bit more kind of highlighter and blush. So recently there is a UK influencer called Imogen, so Imogen Nation, who I've been kind of following for quite a while, and she's had a makeup brand, and she recently announced that she was closing her makeup brand because she has 2 young children now. So I can only imagine it's a really big like a lot of stuff going on for her, so they've really drastically reduced all of their makeup and their kind of clothing. So I picked up one of their palettes, and I also came with a lip kit. So I'm not going to use the lip kit today just because I have another lip that I want to try. But in this, it's the Honey All in Hun. So I got the palette and I got the lip kit for £10. I know, like, normally this would have been like £20 or something like that, but yeah, it's like an all-in-one, as the name suggests, basically. So you got some bronzers and highlighters and blushes, and looking at it kind of properly, these shades are not for everyone, in all honesty. Like, there's some really light bronzing tones and stuff, and I'm going to try my best to see if I can get something to work for me, because yeah, I mean, as you can tell, I am very fair skinned, so there's a few shades that would probably work for me. So I'm going to go in probably with this grayer tone, so I guess it's more of a contouring tone than anything else. I'm going to go in so light-handed because I've already obviously got blush on, so I don't want to kind of overpower the blush with it, because I want to add another one of the blushes on top, because why the hell not? I mean, my face is looking so textured. I think it might have been the powder. So as much as I like this powder, I think it really kind of dehydrates my face. So I will be using a setting powder. Not setting powder, I will be using a setting spray, obviously, because I want my makeup to last, but I don't want my face to look like the Sahara Desert. So I'm gonna kind of see how that works. But this like kind of contourish grey shade is fine, it's nothing crazy special. And now we're going to go on to maybe this pink tone here, and the reason that I picked up this palette was to kind of try it out, basically, because the whole, like, the shadows at the bottom, well, at the kind of top really, are what I'm interested in using. But I'm not going to be using too much of it, because I do have kind of like a shimmer topper to try, so I'm excited to try that. And then for highlighter, you get 3 highlighters. I am just going to try this one here, because it just looks like one that kind of appeals to me, and that is super duper nice. I mean, it kind of is a little bit much with my setting powder, the Melt Cosmetics one, but I love a good bloody highlighter. I haven't tried a new highlighter since the Melt one, so it's been like a week or 2. I know that's a long time for me. So I'm actually going to put on some of my Urban Decay primer, because I need my makeup to last a bit longer than usual today, and then we will go on to the eyes. Okay, so I just used my Urban Decay primer because it is my go-to, and I'm pretty sure I've used up this whole thing now, so I have a backup, so I can't wait to open that one. So I mean, yeah, by looking at these kind of 2 rows, you can see this is a very kind of like nudish palette, and there's a couple of like popping shades. So you've got like a red shimmer, and you've got like a black, and it kind of like yellowish tone. I'm only going to go in for some neutral shades, because again, I have another product to use. So I'm going to go in with these shades don't have names, so this one at the top here, and I'm going to put that all over the lid. It's actually more of a grayer tone, but we're just going to put that on the lid and blend it in. Let me know if you guys actually watch Imogen. So I don't personally watch her vlogs, I mean, I follow her on Instagram, so I followed her since her like Revolution days, and she's just really, she looks like one of the sweetest people, like a really nice, like down-to-earth person. And she recently had like 2 kids, as I mentioned before, so I can only imagine it's quite difficult to run a YouTube channel, do your social media work, have 2 young kids. I think they're both, I think her eldest daughter is like about 3 or 4, and then she has another daughter which is not even a year old. So I mean, actually her oldest might be a bit younger than that, I'm not sure. But yeah, I can understand why a brand would want to close if they're just unable to do so much at the same time. So I mean, good on her for like getting this far with her collection, because I think they had already come out with like 2 palettes and tons of lip kits, and like I think they had like jogging bottoms, or like, you know, outdoor wear and stuff like that. I'm going to go in with this shade just here. So that first shade has gone on nicely, and I don't think you can pick up this collection anymore, because I was kind of umming and ahhing to get it myself anyway, because I was like, I don't need it. I mean, it's like not a necessity in my collection. But when I saw that they had like both items for £10, I was like, okay, sure. You don't need to convince me anymore that I need this. So yeah, I mean, so far it's nice. It's a good kind of like multi-use palette. I wouldn't take it away with me if I was ever going somewhere, not that I am going anywhere, but it's just a bit too bulky to kind of take with me, so I wouldn't exactly take it with me. But if I was doing kind of concentrating on a certain look and I wanted to just complete a look, I definitely use this lot to kind of finish everything up. Okay, so I'm going to stop this palette now, because I'm so excited. So like I mentioned, on Beauty Bay they had a sale on, and I finally picked up one of the Trixxie Cosmetics Love Potion liquid eyeshadows. So this is the Stay the Night Shimmer Toppers, and yeah, I believe this is called Love Potion, and I had these in my wish list since they came out, which has only been literally like a few months, less than that. But yeah, this is a gorgeous purple, so I wanted to do something obviously a bit more kind of natural to kind of give this a topper. So the way that Trixxie described it on her like video was to kind of just tap it on and then just kind of wait for it to dry, and then maybe add more if you wanted to. So I'm not going to try and use a brush because it might separate them. So I'm gonna, okay, is that a bit of hair? Ooh. Oh, it's a bit of plastic, and I've dropped it, so that's a good start. Okay, so I'm hoping that was just a bit of plastic and no one's weird hair. But let's kind of add this on, and I think you can put these on the lips as well. I'm not going to because I don't need to, but I'm just gonna kind of go in light-handed, because I don't have to go in too heavy-handed, otherwise it's gonna look weird. I mean, it probably looks weird already with the shade selections, but I'm just gonna kind of let that dry. I do have my fan on because I was getting quite warm. My flat is a very warm place anyway, so I'm gonna kind of let that settle in for a second. I might just blend out the edges so it doesn't look too weird, if that makes sense. So that was just one layer. I can honestly say it is very, very pigmented. One issue that I do have is my lids can be very like oily and annoying, so it will probably crease by the time I have to leave. But I'm just gonna add a tad bit more just to make it a bit more oomph, and yeah, not going too heavy. So yeah, you can definitely use a light hand and it will still look really, really nice. So I'm not going to add any more. And weirdly enough, I actually got this for like £10, which is so good because I mean, okay, so in one of my last videos I said I wasn't going to get another hall pass because I felt like I didn't need it, and I got another one. So what happens with Beauty Bay, you can actually use your points to get a hall pass. So if you ever buy a lot from Beauty Bay, and if you ever don't want to end up paying what, £7 for the yearly hall pass, just get it with your points, because some of the rewards that they have on there are not really like something that I really care about. So I kind of was just like, yeah, I'll use 1,000 points and get a hall pass. And yeah, so I was actually able to get this and then the topper like the next day. So that's pretty cool. I mean, this is really nice. I mean, it's yeah, I haven't done the best look just because I'm just rubbish at it. But we're going to end on the lips now, and I have a Natasha Denona lipstick that I got from Sephora, I'd say a few weeks ago when they had like a random sale. This is in the shade Ameena, and this is one that I've wanted to try for so long because it's just like a nice slim lipstick, and I've tried her like eyeshadows and I love them. So let's try and see what this looks like, and I don't mess it up, hopefully. Okay, that is super creamy. I think I'm actually gonna line my lips. So I've got the honey lips duo, and it, like I mentioned, it comes with a lipstick, but it also comes with a lip liner. So I want to just use the lip liner if I can get it out. It might not match, but it's a much lighter shade, I believe, so it will definitely probably blend in. So let's make this a bit more neater. Okay, the lip liner is super creamy. So this is my finished look. I'm just going to quickly add a shimmer, not add a shimmer, why do I keep on saying shimmer? A setting spray. I'm almost out of this because I really, really love it. It's the NYX Professional Makeup Plump Finish, and yeah, I'm just going to put this on. So this is my finished look. The video has been very chaotic and I do apologize because it's weird when I don't film for a few days and then my flow kind of like gets all over the place. But let's kind of run down everything. So this lip liner is very nice. It is very creamy. I look forward to using the actual bullet lipstick itself. I will definitely use it in the future. It looks like a very light orangey red, so I mean that really doesn't bother me at all, but it looks like a really nice kit. The sponge and the applicator is fine. I mean, even with Spectrum, like, they have a ton of brushes and they have other stuff that I'd like to try, but I'm in no rush. The eye topper is very nice. It's very pigmented. I will definitely use it again, just with a better look. The lipstick is stunning. I mean, it's definitely going to transfer as soon as I eat anything or drink anything, so we'll see how the day goes. Blush, very, very nice. The palette is nice as well. I'm not going to say it's anything special, but I don't want to say ill words of a brand that's no longer around for different reasons. The foundation is fine. Again, it definitely doesn't like match me at all, but the shade selection that I had was not the best, so I kind of did what I could. And yeah, that's everything. Let me know what you've picked up recently. Have you tried any of these products and enjoyed them? Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, because I film and upload every time I get a chance to. Don't forget to follow me on any of my social medias, because I'm always active on there, and I appreciate you sitting down, listening to me ramble on, and I hope to see you soon. Bye bye.